at the real start, at the very start of the true religion, they were all Jews, they were all Israelites, they were all law-abiding Jews, Torah-abiding Jews. But as time went on, more and more pagans came in, and as time went on, also more and more false brethren came in. False brethren from the pagan origin, who tried to keep their customs, such as the celebrations that they had for winter solstice, when the nights were the longest and the days were shortest. They were celebrating the victory of the sun as soon as they noticed that the days started lengthening again, shortly after December 21, let's say around December 25, and also January 1, New Year's Eve, December 21. They had lots of celebrations to celebrate the victory of the sun. We read quickly a while ago in Jeremiah 10 that there is an interesting verse that I want to read again. In Jeremiah 10, which we just read. At verse 2, thus said Yahweh, do not learn the way of the Gentiles and do not be frightened by the signs of the Shamayim, for the Gentiles are frightened by them. So it says, do not be frightened by the signs of the Shamayim. This reminds me of Genesis 1:14. Genesis 1:14, which says, and Elohim said, let lights come to be in the expanse of the Shamayim to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs. Let them be for signs in the appointed times and for days and years. There are some people in the Sacred Name movement who say, well, you shouldn't be looking at the sign specifically of the sun, referring to the spring equinox, to determine the calendar. And then they refer to what the pagans do. They are frightened of the signs of the Shamayim. What I just mentioned, the winter solstice is also one of those signs of the heavens of the Shamayim. Four signs that the sun gives, that is spring equinox, summer solstice, fall equinox, and winter solstice. The problem is not that you observe those signs, because actually that's what Yahweh said. Let them be for signs. What good does a sign do if you don't look at it? So Yahweh's instruction is here, well, look at the signs of the heavens. But of course, not to be afraid of them. Look at those signs to determine times, to determine your appointed times, to determine your calendar, in other words. That's Yahweh's instruction. But don't be afraid of them. One of the things very common on December 31, New Year's Eve, is lots of fireworks, and especially with as much noise as possible, with big explosions. I don't know what try to imitate. We know those even in Belgium, where people are celebrating Christmas less, and you don't see Christmas decorations on all houses, actually only on few houses. I mean, on the outside maybe there are many Christmas trees, on the inside, which we don't see, of course. But those fireworks, accompanied by heavy noise, well, has pagan origin. As we just read in Jeremiah 10 verse 2, pagans were frightened of the signs of the heavens. And by making lots of noise and making lots of light, they wanted to chase the demons. They wanted to chase the bad spirits. That was one reason why they did that. And it is remarkable how faithful people are in keeping pagan traditions. For thousands of years, generation after generation, they do it. And even if it's been forgotten, then suddenly it pops up. Maybe after a couple of centuries, suddenly people start following those same pagan traditions again. So here we are having Christmas celebrations, New Year's Eve celebrations, including fireworks and a lot of work, a lot of noise, not realizing what is the origin, or, well, each time around Christmas, there are, I think, articles in newspapers pointing out the pagan origin of Christmas. And you know what? No one cares. No one cares about it. They say, oh yeah, but it's a nice tradition. I love it. I like it. And doesn't the new year begin on January 1? So that is all the reason to celebrate and to have fireworks and lots of noise. Again, it has pagan origin, and Yahweh says, do not imitate heathen traditions. Yahweh hates it, even if you would do it in His honor, as we read in Deuteronomy. Well,
That's what.
He explicitly says, do not inquire of the pagans how they honor their Elohim, and do not serve me that way. No, we should obey Yahweh in all aspects, in all respects. And that includes, of course, Christmas, New Year, and also birthdays. So that was the first quote. I go to my second quote about birthdays. The Greeks believed that everyone had a protective spirit or demon who attended his birth and watched over him in life. Birthday greetings and wishes for happiness are an intrinsic part of this holiday. Originally, the idea was rooted in magic. Birthday greetings have power for good or ill, because one is closer to the spirit world on this day.